I'm still on good terms with Scottish in spite of his sudden departure. Although I say that, it has been over a year since I've seen the guy. I assume he's doing well enough. Scott's position was an evolving one. He designed most of our software, then put in all the protocols and ran security for the entire system. He also helped re-engineer some of our old platforms as we went forward. Scott's design were integral to our early success, and we are still relying on a lot of his coding, but the company has still been quite successful. What we do? Well, a lot. We're chasing the singularity for the sake of positive social change and a more sustainable sustainability through lossless energies and technology. That's a mouthful, but it's accurate. To put it in layman's terms, our technology helps sync all your financial and media data in real time intelligently. Scottish was the best. That's why we looked past a lot of his more behavioral preferences. The guy produced results efficiently. I don't know how, I don't know all the ins and outs of what he does. You don't try to corral a workhorse, you work around any hang-ups or whatever and put up with what you have to, what you might not do for just anyone else. Code writing is a science, a technical skill, I guess, but a good coder is a poet. Everybody knows it's pure art. Everyone develops their own style, creates their own modes, iterations, rhythms, rules, deviations. The best are real world makers, literally. They can spin whole coherent realities out of nothing. And Scott was one of the best. He was right there on the cusp of greatness when he walked away. Kind of legendary, I guess, in some circles, maybe. Uh, but you can still ask anyone why, who knows. Guy had his shit done. Um, I don't know. I guess the main thing he was known for what we. I remember once often he would interrupt a meeting, introduce new business into the minutes officially. He would set this up beforehand and propose voting for funding Bigfoot research in the Northern Sierras. Or sometimes he would just present a screed. He will lecture us on some random, urgent, socio-political topic or newly discovered oceans creatures, then take comments. Harmless really, but always so serious. Much more than what we are actually supposed to do or to be discussing or doing what that day, but whatever. And it did take up a lot of more people's time than anyone probably appreciated. Well, he never hung out outside work or after hours. I never saw the guy coming in or out of the office. And I'm the president, so that's pretty impressive. In the end, it was, I think, the consensus that he simply upset the balance of fact we try to maintain here with trifling opinions. Or, as someone in HR put it, he destroyed the balance of things with the minutiae of words spot on. These creatives, you know. All in all, I'm glad we at least have parted on relatively good terms, in spite of the dramatic and sudden nature of the whole affair, I think. I would like to think on both sides that there's still no ill will or bitterness. It wasn't personal or anything. I don't think he was ready to walk. He walked, and we were maybe ready to help him get what he wanted. Scott, Scott got out at a pretty good time as a founding partner. I think he'll tell you he got a pretty sweet nug. It's pretty set up. You really would never have to work again a day in your life with that kind of funding. I hope he's enjoying his retirement. I assume he's finding something or someone to fill in the hours. Maybe he'll get back to writing software again. The the code always calls us back to her sooner or later. It's in his blood. Like many great men, Scott's greatest assets were falls outside of their proper, very narrow, specifically tailored context. He mainly feared nothing so much as that he might seem in doubt upon any subject at all. There was this one time, Snod was always distributing copies of flyers and memos and literature around the offices about different stuff. Some of his company offered are just about the rules concerning sharing the office space with others. Well, he came in to complain about the thermostat or the ergonomics of the workflow or whatever, and I had to get on to him, remind him of the business of the company. Anyways, it got heated, I guess, loud, but then we said our ultimatums in silence. I'm like, what now, huh? Or are we gonna throw it down? You know, my heart's racing. I'm twitching with adrenaline. Yeah. So it's getting real, then real awkward, and after I don't know how long, he just says, wholly calm, normal, cool like, you want to go on a run with me this Saturday? I'm like, what? What the fuck is a run? It's a group hunt thing of deer and rabbits that he does with some club with just knives. He said it's like herding. I mean, I like to get out, but I'm not. I mean, no one. I've known Scott for a long time. I think I would consider friend, but I don't think we have ever done anything together outside of work. So this was just too sudden, too out of the blue. But yeah, he was like that, all the time. Always standing up to this or that for the sake of whatever. Kooky connections. Heady days.